Refresh. Čekaj. Waiting for Vuk 6449. Refresh ponovo. Wait. We're in business, baby. Može, počeo je stream. Ja ću da budem supplier. Ne, zašto nisam, evo ga, live. W desktop, I love it, I love it. Otvori notepad window i na tome zapisuju velikim slovima šta prvo radimo. Prvo možemo da prvo kažeš koji operativni sistem koristiš i spekove kompjutera, pa onda game, programming, YouTube. Dakle, ja ću da ti govorim šta govoriš. Pošto ja već gledam tvoj stream preko tableta, a ne mogu preko kompjutera zato što sad update. Molim! Dobro. Welcome to Steam. Ne, Team, Connor. Test. Dobro, ne čujemo se, testiramo samo da se čujemo. Dakle, mutovan stream. 32 pa. Motherboard. Pa da jeste, to je to. Sad možemo prvo GDD probamo. Da, koliko imamo za sada viewova? 1 watching, to sam ja. Rađevati se. Let's try. Koliko imaš pregleda? Ne, kaže da ja. Još uvijek se downloade Rivals. I to 4% godine. Idi instaliraj časak Geod. Idi časak instaliraj Geod. A neću Cortanu! A stopuje mi se stream zbog glupog 720p, idemo na 480p. Deadlocked auto. Freeze! Gledat ću na telefonu, baš pa briga. Gledat ću na telefonu, pošto mi previše laguje stream. Sad ću imati double preglede. Ja, me. Evo, ajde moderator u chat. Hello chat. Not here. The recent tag. More awesome. More awesome. Lab. Su ti najbolje pravosti. Dva ljuda su u chatu. Dva viewera. To je neki glitch 100%. Ne znam. Evo, ja ću da pratim chat i stream. Nije SDK, nego SDK. Samo SDK. Tačka, eto. Postoji za Linux download? To je vrlo čudno, nisam znao. I mali update 44% se downloaduje. Srećan sam. Ne, ali tebi je već bio instaliran Gale. Ti si ga već downloadao. Idi, ne. Settings? To? Da, to. Settings, to! Manage. Ne, add tu. I pritisni settings i add tu. Izađi iz toga. Da. Izvini. Manage. Izvini, možeš ne srpati. Refresh. I don't give a damn now. Ajde igramo Gold. Obećam ti neće biti ništa sasvim. Kako si ti ispraznila telefon? Majke mi. Meni se telefon napunja, tako da igrat ću na punjaču. Može. Da li sam srećan? Jesam srećan. Ja sam krenula da obacim USB-C na iPhone. Koji debil. Geometri deša sa 1%.
Cry baby sport.
Ne diraj punjač.
Nisam punac, nego cry baby.
What the heck? I'ma blow this, I'ma blow this, blow. I'ma Duymuyoruz. MG. Aga. No ja powiem jeszcze dole, też masz sporty, skoro pobieram stawy. You know what? I don't know. Oh. Białe czy jasne? Yes. Окей, это сам собой. Не, никак сасиме. Zbog string guidelines. Ima je stream Vuk 6449. Vuk Stojanović BG ispod Zorinove s 18. Nej, nigga, nej, nej, nigga, nigga, nej, nej, ham, pan. Wow, dungeon run. God damn. Тут Йоко. Батан.
Daj od te video uključu da mi se
Pa sad se puni ovaj dekin telefon ima 2%, Joka ga ispraznila. A ne, obrisao mi se ovaj room, shit. Dobro nije. Molim. Evo. Ostro gore dole. 50% download. Half free download. Čekam sam. Evo da pokušam Cycles Impossible Timing.
In desktop mode, go to Firefox and go to the Geode installation page. Make sure it's the Windows version. If it says it's not commonly downloaded, just allow the download. Now that you've downloaded the exe, go to your Steam, right-click on Geometry Dash, go to Manage, and go to Browse Local Files. While in the files, rename Geometry Dash exe to something that you can remember. Then change the Geode installer exe to geometry-exe, exactly how the actual exe was. Now that it's renamed, drag it into the Geometry Dash local files, and then you can just run it from Steam. Once you've run Geometry Dash through Steam, it will open up the installer.
What the hell? Oh.
From here, you have to use
Ne, ali
your finger to
ja
navigate
imam
through
neki užasan.
it. Once you've run through the installer,
Ja
change the
igram
Geometry
neki
Dash
užasan deadlocked koji je vrlo loš. Znam da lajkuješ rap top ovaj part, ali brate...
exe to Geode.
Oh.
Then you can change the original
Igrat ćemo
Geometry
jedan
Dash
vrlo
exe
crazy
back
level
to
koji
how
sam
it
našao.
was before.
Moći ćemo da koristimo...
Now that that's done,
I
go
reći
to
ti koje modove da
properties
instaluješ.
and set the launch options to what it is in the pinned comment. Now you
A Velik isto koristi Zorin. Ne, koristi ZimOS. To je SteamOS. SteamOS.
can run Geometry Dash through Steam or gaming mode.
Dok Windows samo instaliraš i to je to. Oop. Nope.
Through Steam or gaming mode.
It's time to ask ChatGPT.
What is it good on Gemini? Is it good? Ja mislim da je isto. Ne znam.
Nije rekao ne. Koliko je?
Go. Sad će instaliraj Globe. Globe i freeze menu. Dobro, je freeze menu. I Globe. A što je Node ID? Što je Node ID? Dvanaest modova, svaka ti čast. Ne moram napravim room. 3, book 6449, password. Dobro. Idi u Steam, idi u GD. Dobro. Dobro.
Evo kad tebi, evo kad sebi. Evo te sve. Dajte mi ove igrice. Idi.
Pizza? Imam. Stable. Join room. 921 525. Вук 6449, все мало. Добре. М-м. Да. Це мені. Чекай. Фредеріко. Я тебе речі нормально. Йо. Токай.
Скажіть, хочете шоколади ніякої мовами, меденяк, мейк шоколад.
A provaggine, cioè, ma può essere sempre. Io con me per farti sedere, non so. Vrati se. O gašu, hoćem sam na 4K na ovom serveru. Ne, nisam izašao, nisam. Čekaj, sam. O gaš. Izašao sam. Invajtaj me. Ja me. Igramo moj level. Ne znaš kako se zove. Ajde. Ovo je lud. Ovo je najluđi ikada. By the way, uključi na klip. What the hell? Uradio si prvi nekako. Negdje što sam u goldu. Ja ću tako se pravila. Evo, kjerčeva. Ovo je lepo. Ja sam nekad u svim tih parti. Davaj zbunjujući na dvot. Neće vedno. Čekaj. Što izađe? No, ponovo BRB. O. Idem ja još malo da igram Classic Cube, jednostavno. Nama je diskonektao sa servera. Da. Ajmo na free build. Portal zelen. Always yes. Zašto imaju Barack Obamu kao blok? vratio. Napravio sam hilarious poruku. Bio sam u Minecraftu zato što mi je bilo dosadno dok sam te čekao. Samo da ovo screenshotam hilarious je. Ajde, quit game. Orbit. Invite. Da napravim novi room, dobro. Download. 640 640 269. Okidoki. Ja, neko... Ja nemam mnogo klip, možda pitam, ne znam. Možda vidim? Ja bi sasvim, ne znam, stream na nas. Don't spectate me.
Hi everyone, Octrak here. In this video, I'm going to cover how to improve Geometry Dash's performance. We'll look at in-game settings, at Steam, and at some options and tools available on both the Windows and Linux operating systems to give you a better playing experience. This video is a long one, so check out the list of timestamps in the description if you're in a hurry. Without further ado, let's get started. Before discussing any tips, I want to first dispel the rumor that GD only uses your CPU. Here I have Geometry Dash open, and now I'm going to open Task Manager on Windows and go to the Performance tab. Here you can see my GPU's utilization. You can see that my GPU is being
Aby ti bio na Windowsu.
and I suggest checking it out if you want to learn more. Before we move on, I should mention that if you have both an integrated GPU and a dedicated GPU, or even more than one dedicated GPU, then your operating system is making the choice for you as to which one you use. You are going to have to override it if you are not getting the results you want. On Windows, for example, you can go to the System Settings, click on the System section, and then scroll down to the display page, and then click on graphics settings. Here you can use the browse button to add programs, which you have to do by finding their actual .exe file. Here's the path for Geometry Dash. Once a program has been added, you can click on it and then select Options, and then you can decide what you want to do. Here on my system, I only have the NVIDIA GPU, but it provides 2 different power profiles. As for Linux, hybrid graphics has traditionally been a pain point, with support for specific hardware configurations being hit or miss, and the method of switching GPUs, when supported, being different on different distributions and desktop environments. It's kind of a mess, so I won't be getting into it here. Now that we know that GD does use one's GPU, but is frequently CPU bottlenecked, we should start looking into how to optimize the game to reduce that bottleneck. The first place we'll look at is the graphics settings, starting with window resolution. Window resolution is actually very important for in-game performance, with smaller windows generally performing better than larger windows. The reason for this is that a smaller window contains fewer pixels to render, so it's less graphically demanding than a larger window. Back when I used a low-performance laptop to record GD videos, think back to when my videos had a Bandicam watermark on them, I would reduce the size of GD's windows to reduce lag. Graphically heavier levels required a smaller window to get the game to run well. Of course, this came with the penalty of lower quality videos, as the recording software had more upscaling to do to create the same video resolution. Anyway, I recommend finding a window size that generally works best on most levels and sticking with that. Next is the texture quality. Texture quality also affects your game's FPS, and it can affect load times too. You should try to fit your texture quality to your window size. For example, if you can afford to play GD in full screen, you probably want to use the high texture quality. On the other hand, if you use a small window to play GD, then you might want to use the medium or low texture quality, as you are unlikely to notice higher texture quality on a smaller window. This also comes with the benefit of combining optimizations to get even more performance for your game. One thing to note is that back in 2.2, texture quality actually affected game physics. There's a level called Clutter Factory that had a section that was only possible with high detail texture quality. When 2.1 came out, texture quality stopped affecting game physics and the level became totally impossible. Thanks to the work by Pause in collaboration with RodTop, the bug in Clutter Factory is fixed, so you can beat the level now. Next, in the advanced section, we'll talk about vertical sync. This really could be its own video, but here we go. The purpose of vertical sync is to eliminate screen tearing. Here's how it works. Suppose that you have a 60 Hz screen. Every 60th of a second it has to draw a frame, and it does so from left to right, line by line. That will take a certain amount of time, and then the remainder of the time it will rest. This rest is called a V-blank. The goal of vertical sync is to make the GPU. Okay, so we are finally done with the complicated settings, so now we can quickly go through the rest of the settings here in GD. That does not mean they're unimportant though, just that they require less explanation to understand. Now let's transition over to Linux and look at the things we can do to improve performance here. Again, don't forget that setting changes in Steam do not transfer between operating systems, so you can still add or remove the FPS counter and optimize your Steam library for performance. Anyway, our focus here on Linux will be on troubleshooting vertical sync and a program called Game Mode. Also, we're only going to be covering X11. My NVIDIA GPU is old enough that I will probably never be able to use Wayland on this system, so I'm unable to do any testing on Wayland at this time. Also, if you're wondering why we aren't covering power plans like with Windows, the default on Linux is usually just to increase the performance up to whatever is demanded by programs on the system. If we open up the terminal and run this command here, then it'll show us how the kernel is managing the CPU, and we can see that in all locations, the CPU will ramp up on demand. I'll leave this command in the video description in case you want to check it on your system. So let's dive into vertical sync. The first issue that some players will experience with vertical sync is that GD still runs at 60 FPS even though it's on a high refresh rate display. You can see from my FPS counter here that this is happening on my system, as I do have a 120Hz screen. There are two possible causes. First, the high refresh rate monitor could be generally more useful. Now there is another issue that players can run into after they get GD to run at a high frame rate, and that is that the screen itself, despite being set to use a high refresh rate, still looks like it's running at 60 Hz. Even worse, there can sometimes be a lot of screen tearing involved, which is what vertical sync was supposed to fix. This is actually not caused by the display or GD, but by the compositor that applies visual effects to the desktop environment. While you can usually make the compositor run at a higher FPS, you'll most likely get better results just turning it off while you're gaming. Also, turning off the compositor tends to increase FPS because your system will have one less layer of graphical processing to do. In fact, because of the tearing and performance concerns, some Linux native games turn off the compositor as they start up, at least when it's possible to do so. Some desktop environments, such as GNOME, Cinnamon, and Mate, don't allow you to disable the compositor on the fly. However, KDE and XFCE do. For this video, I'll discuss what I do in KDE and link a resource that you can use for XFCE. On KDE, you can turn off. These are effects like window transparency. When I drag this window around, you can see behind it. Another example effect is the shadow on the window. There is a faint shadow here, and if I turn off the compositor, you can see the shadow immediately disappears. And yet another example of an effect is this little thing, which helps you find a lost cursor. Now let's talk about game mode on Linux. Linux does have a game mode, but it's not built into the operating system. Instead, you have to download it using your distribution's package manager and then apply it on a game-by-game basis. So if we open up a terminal and zoom in here, the way you download game mode on a Debian-based system is with the command sudo apt install game mode. Now I already have it installed here, so I'm not going to run this command. But if you want to do it on a different distribution like Fedora or Arch, for example, then you're going to have to use a slightly different command because those distributions use different package managers. The package name should be game mode or game mode run. Now, once you have game mode installed, you'll be able to use the command game mode run followed by the command of whatever game that you want to start, and it'll start up with game mode. Now, of course, most of us don't run games through the terminal, so you can instead add game mode to GD using Steam's launch options. To get to the launch options, go to Geometry Dash, and then click on the gear icon, and then click on Properties. This text box here is where you can specify launch options. So to use game mode, you'll type in game mode run %command %, and this will launch Geometry Dash with game mode when you click on the play button.
Ja od toga sada ništa nisam razumela, by the way. Ja se fokusiram,
So you can just
prelazim
close
nivo
here and then
GD-u.
click on the button to launch GD, and it will be running in game mode right away. In my personal experience, I have seen game mode even reduce screen tearing in some games, so it's something that I highly recommend. Now, if you're wondering why we couldn't just use the Steam launch options here on Windows, the reason is that the launch options are implemented differently on Windows. On Windows, the launch options use a shortcut file, which can only point to a single executable. Of course, inside of Steam, we can't change the base executable that the shortcut
Yes. Let me invite there you. Może nie wiem kiedy zastosować. Zaczekaj, zawsze to nie zgadzają. Zaczekaj. Może. Не могу договориться, Сачка bardzo na niego invites. Saczeka panom się zwykle bierze, Saczka. Może. Пане не буду інвайтити, може ще не можу допустити з нього разу. Не можу з нього разу допустити. Написан. Направился. Достиг шедевра. Вот и ID. Немає. Ставиться хіден. 419 696. Password є password. Password є password. Добре. Так само скачемо оклад. Я починаю практику. this part. The question how come in? Sandał bez okna. Aha. A co kosa? Tak, dobra. Dobra, czekamy. Evet. Push. Ne? Pardon. Ne ya? Ay. Aa, şunu practice olsun boş ver. No! Check up there. I might take it. I'm not gonna lie. You might test. Ay. Ay, hadi. Çek. Level complete. Yes, love is a secret follow. Haydi. Sorry, не могу. Haydi. Yok, знаю, да я играю. Дести. Окей.
Intrusion detected.
Ah, welcome.
Ja kupiłam brać na wideo. Okej, proszę, czekam te, ja czekam te. Nie, online. Deve 5%. 19%. Не знаю, меня снервалось. Poczekam w tej boss fightie, nie?
Zapalajmy.
Meni je čudno da koristim ball game mod, ali u platformeru. A. Evo ga vrat zon! Tako vrat zon! O, da. Nailed it. Nailed. Да. Окей, жестко лес. Окей, я тебе на платформе жестко лес. Как ты там-то? Neredense tosta cerca de vedersi mai. Deci trebuie să încerc să fac asta. Samo da završi malo, op. Ok, gotovo, level complete. Complete sam tower. Three, two, one. Restart. Evo završite lunch. Molim. Sreka. Ovo je moj video. No klip. Plan. Na klipie nazywa się skupienie najteżniejszej bitwy. Znamo mi je YouTube, ovdje update, ovo je moje organizovan sam. Jedan mi je game mode u drugi. I've got the job, and that's the sleep. Moraš. Breaking physics. Da, sad tako da ti kažem. Ivan, I you with me again. Parega magic. Pam 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 pam. Na. Param param para. What the hell does happen? What the F just happened? Yeah, like really. Extensions. Zašto 32 bita? Bootloader, može. Choose your operating system. Napravi da mogu da izaberu operativni sistem i napravi dve ikone za Zorin i Windows. I BIOS. Smart. So your dump. Assembly tough. Pa da. Let's see the chat. Samo sam ja bio u chatu. Hello mod here i... Chat je udio. Jako Spider-Man radi jogu. Kraj baby radila kolat u... On je besa. Ui. Mol. Dobro, obuče. Ja ne mogu više. Pa... dosta za danas. Koliko smo je? Skoro 2 sata zato. I know. Pa da, sutra se spremamo za školu, a plus moram ovo da ostavim da...
A ja ne.
Moram ovo da ostavim da se update-uje.
A ja ne.